summer cap in the winter. Idiots. What a shameless monkey. And some of them are opening space there. And some people are, why will you people disgracing yourself? Not all. Because I'm not in the midst of this, your shenanigans. I was just watching. I was just watching since morning. Can you people do yourself a favor and go and hide in there and chain him somewhere and cover him with your good basket and get them so you can get some breath of air? Some people say it's an insult, but this is a shame. You are running to somebody who don't even want to hear your goddamn fucking name. Look at the way what is discussing, including the guy, Alex or whatever you may call it. Man, what is wrong with you? Did you employ as a lobbyist or disgraceful? Carry somebody at hand. Where is this is their invitation. You are still showing invitation for 2 weeks. Even when the day of integration, when the inauguration is going on, you are still showing invitation.
Because it's photo, that is what they are there for. Photo.
Asking for your own. Where is my own? Where is
photo? Your photo.
What's going on, man? Are you thinking, some of you think that their fans are stupid or what? Huh? Go and hide. And don't you think you're following him? Stop. You are the architect. You are the engine. You are the benzene that is following this monkey. And I thank God that the world knows that he is not representing no Biafra. He cannot represent us. He cannot even represent his village because he's sick of death. He's really sick. He's sick. I saw my brother Mecca, who was in charge of the Biafran shop, sharing the video of that buffoon. What is wrong with all of you? Are you people? All these years I was with this space with you guys. So I was in a space with monkeys and buffoon. I'm sorry to say that because it's so painful. You guys have to visit this guy. Isolate this guy so that he can go and disgrace it. If he has some, I don't know, he should not go and disgrace the village. My village is my village. We are all Biafrans. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. There is no difference between Nkere and the Rice News. All this garbage. There's no difference. Look at how they were disgracing you. You want to mention Biafra? Biafra has gone to the level of mentioning in a high class, not to be rushing mind as if what you think is free and just taking it away from you. Like you were a baby looking for nice food to just get a bite. And the correspondent smelling for food in a Rice News in a smelling Lagos. I say you did a great job. A great job just to make jest of the alias who dragged a disgrace, a lobbyist. You should be a lobby, man. You should not be an anatomy of idiocy in the life of the fools among us. Somebody who's close to the as returning, man.
My brother, they were never genuine. They were never working for United States of Biafra. They did not want to be. They were never genuine. That is everything they do.
Okay, guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. So this morning we are going to go through some of the reaction. One of it is this. I'm not going to play all the videos and everything because we also have something to say. You see, before we go into the program itself, I want you to use this opportunity and like the video. Click on the like button. Very, very important to us. Once you click on it, you're actually giving us hope that the message will go get to other people, because that's the only way to do this. Click on the like button if you have not, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Comment, of course. I would like to read it from you. I always pay very much attention on the comment section, both good and bad. I see all the comments, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. So, my people, we have seen it all. When you listen to some of them, it seems to me that most of them don't understand what they're actually doing. Because after the shenanigan they did with the ex-wife of PM, we are used to seeing, wife of our leaders coming out to do one or two things that is not in favorable to us. And I don't know why, if it's a cause or maybe are we even cause of that? I don't know, but that is what we normally see. Bianco just did her own, which she has been constantly doing her own thing, of course. Now, seeing this one is also, additional topic to what you already know. But we are not here for the lady. I'm not here to, but I just want to use the opportunity to encourage you not to insult her. Okay, because one thing I noticed is that when PM was arrested, some of the people who celebrated that from DOS, one of their reason is that they want PM to be treated the way they think that PM treated Oyendu. Because some of them genuinely they thought that what PM was doing is against Mass Namorican. Some of them felt like that because you see, this our brain and mind is not the same. Everybody have a way of understanding their own things differently from the way you yourself see it. Like something that you see as positive, another person may see it as negative. Genuinely, without knowing, but ignorant has to do with that kind of mentality. Because if you know truly that this thing is right thing to do, but in every no in every normal sense, like normally you are that thing that you think that is normal thing is abnormal. But based on the level of your understanding and your own awareness, you think that is wrong. So some of them actually want to see PM being treated badly in revenge to what they think that PM has done wrong. But they don't understand that PM did not do anything wrong about or to Mas Namodokan. What they want to see, one of it is they want to see PM being accused, PM being dragged by the people who actually believed or support him. That gives them joy. So for you not to give them that give them joy, all you need to do is to distance yourself from attacking the woman. Anything that you feel about the woman, please don't do that. And if you're a broadcaster or you have a platform, do not allow your platform to be used against the lady. It's not about you throwing support on her or anything. Just avoid it, because don't give people, enemy of PM, what they want. They want you to start calling the woman out and all that. Ask yourself, why is it that every platform that being talking bad of PM, autopilot, infiltrators, criminals, all of a sudden, they are no longer talking about you. They're no longer talking about PM. Because of what? Not because Biafra have been declared. Not because insecurity has stopped. Not because our land is not peaceful. Not because they are not achieving Biafra. Not because they are making money they wanted to make from fundraising. One of the reasons is because you are not doing the job for them by fighting each other. Do you understand? But you see, why I decided to make video about what is going on now is not because I drive joy in talking about people. But the reason is because if you don't talk about it, people will actually believe that these people are the right thing, they are doing the right thing, whereas they are doing the wrong thing. If you want to criticize, start from the person who actually initiated this kind of propaganda. Like me, what I do is to expose lies so that it's not gonna spread like a wildfire. I just want to let people to understand, to see through what somebody is saying, especially when they're lying and trying to try to paint themselves as holy and angels, which some of you that followed me here can testify to that. So, issue of you PM's wife and all that, let it just be the way it is. DOS are not fighting you now or calling PM names because they love you all of a sudden. No, it is because you are not doing the job for them better, attacking each other. So they see that as a revenge, or they see it as what a kind of karma. All right, but it is not your fault. It is fault of those who decided to work with DS, because DS did not just all of a sudden God will give them this kind of grace for Biafra to start fighting Biafra. No. Some of us decided to team up with DS, people that you see as your brother or close to you. That's what's playing out. But those of them that you have been seeing before, that commenting from afar, like Emeka Gift and citizen observers of this world, they're no longer talking about PM or anything or insecurity or killing or anything that they not like they normally do before. They are now seeing that as thing of the past because they now have people, they have recruited new ones among you. And that is what they play now. So anytime you want to make peace, those ones are there to do whatever they want to do on behalf of people that you perceive as enemy before now. So a man who have trained his child to represent him should be proud of the child, right? So DOs are proud of the child they have trained. That is where that's just it. So please like this video as we move forward. Now, going back to the lies of some of these people who claim that they have blueprint of how to achieve Biafra and how to get everything, whereas they have nothing because and is nisi amotonshi. Somebody who cannot even identify himself proper. Like, are you a Nigerian? Yeah. Are you a Nigerian? Yeah. No. Are you a Nigerian? Say yeah. Yeah, I'm a Biafran. That tells you a lot. I'm not going to dwell on that because I've talked about it. Now, the same person that want to give you Biafra, that want to, make everything go the way you think that it should be. He is promising. If you ask Nkere, can you naked yourself and bow, in front of the Biafran flag for you to become prime minister? He will do it, anything, because he wants to be seen as the leader by fire, by force. He wants to be there. He wants you to acknowledge him. He wants you to see him as the eyes of the eyes that see Biafra, that know the road and everything. But the truth of the matter is that, do you actually believe that? Do you think that is the best way to go? Now, he says something that he spoke with the PM 30 minutes, at least for 30 minutes. This is extent that he can go. He can do anything to convince you to see him as the person who is piloting the affairs of Biafra. He wants to be the leader by fire, by force, like I said. Anything goes. And to prove to you that that's what he have done, look at this lie. I spoke with PM more than 30 minutes on phone, direct conversation. That you should go and ask Ngozi, has she talked to PM after his arrest? Have she ever heard or had any communication with PM after his arrest? So this is the thing. He created this idea, this story, that he have talked to PM. So he has talked to PM and PM direct to conversation, through the conversation, one-on-one. Then he did not inform the woman what he has told Biafra in the past. What did he do? He called the woman to come and say, read the script. And she, after finishing, after going through the script they gave to her, they wanted her to apply some common sense in some certain area to, crown everything they have said so far. Then the woman did not perform well on that side. She started telling them that PM cannot be contacted by anyone outside Finland. That is not possible for you to talk to PM, okay, from outside. That even those in Finland, that PM can only speak to few individuals, like his lawyers and his family. So that is where the whole thing sour, because Nkere cannot. Because I was thinking that Nkere may come up with these lies that he spoke with PM when he traveled back to Finland. Okay, but the woman went further by saying that even if you are in Finland, that PM don't speak to everybody. There are some certain people that he can talk to, like lawyers and his family. Of course, Nkere did not qualify within that, using the judgment or the statement of the woman. Nkere is not qualified. So now, who did he actually spoke with? because he claimed that and nobody actually asked him if you have talked to PMO, but he wanted to use that to knock COS down. Like, you claim that you are this, you claim that people are following you, but you see me now, I can, because I am the one that PM you have chosen. If you can see, if you understand that, if you understand this lie, then imagine the lie behind the woman coming to the platform to say what she said. Because a truthful person shall always remain truthful. Not when you start living your life cut and join. You want people to undermine. Just don't talk about the lies that God exposed to Biafrans. Don't talk about it. Focus on what on my intention to be your leader. Then you ask yourself, did we just start looking for a leader? Have we had leadership in the past? If yes, how did we elect that leader? How did we start following those leaders? Like Master Mankano. Some of you follow the Wazurike. I did not follow Wazurike. Okay, I did not. I joined Master Mankano after listening to what his preaching said. Not that I was against Wazurike, but I wasn't paying any attention on that. All right. Now that when Master Mankano started, the message was very, very, very solid. Very, very solid. Everybody was paying attention. Even some people don't, like me. When I started listening to Master Mankano, I fell in love. I'm not gonna lie, and I have not distanced myself from his preaching. I always play his video, listen to him, and join his live broadcast. Then, like every other people do, whether you like him or not, that is not the fact. Now, when PM started, how did we join him? What did he do that made people to start listening to him and believing in him? Your work will be the only thing to elect you as a leader of Biafra. Go and mark this, and I said now. Your work, your effort, your activities is the only electoral process of you leading Biafra. If you think that is by campaigning, if you think that is by amount of money that you spread, remember, people that are waiting, people that are interested in Biafran freedom are wounded in every means necessary. A lot of people have wounds. You can't get them closer to you to support you without telling them, without letting them to feel that you know the pain of the wound they are feeling, they have. Somebody who have been wounded is somebody that you are trying to preach, trying to do campaign like for the normal politics of Nigeria. No, there's nobody is smiling. Anybody that one thing that you need to understand, that anyone that is interested in different freedom don't have any smiling face, whether leadership or followership. Any genuine person that want different freedom or want Igbo people to excel, that understand the condition that Igbo race and Biafran people are currently in Nigeria or in Africa or in the world today. There's nothing like a room for smiling, for partisan. Nothing. If you actually believe it's by I have his phone number, he have my phone number. When I tell him, I call him, you are laughing. You are mocking yourself. You are just mocking, because the real people, the owner, the people that made up Biafra, they are all have been wounded. And that wound, they know who caused the wound. They know why the wound happened to them, what happened to them. They don't understand it. They are not ignorant of what they want. For you to lure them to your side, you have to start doing something, leading by example. If you don't want to follow the way they thought that is the way, which is more easier for you, you have to design another means, and don't look back to see if they're following you to design it or follow you when you went started. No, keep on doing that you are doing. Keep on achieving something that you're supposed to achieve. If you show them, or if that's your work, prove to them that truly you know what you are doing. You don't need followership, you'll be one running away from followership. You think that now you think that you have achieved something, you are up there. No, wait until Biafra support you. Once they support you, the you'll be even your spirit will be elevated. You will see yourself in another level. And to prove that you are genuine, by that when you go to that stage, to prove that you are genuine, the spirit that you'll be operating with them, you cannot be in control of that spirit. Like you will not even know what is going on with your life. Your life will be moving without you, piloting anything around you. You will see things moving like never before. That is what some people call different spirit. I don't want to go into that, but all I want you to understand is that for people like Nkere, because I know, of course, he would say, "Who is this one?" I know he's not going to take this video serious, but whether you take it serious or not, people who have that kind of mentality, because Nkere is not just start today, he must have been having nursing this spirit, this nonsense within him for years, okay, iron position, but he refused to study how to be a leader in different movement because it is not just like other organization. I'm telling you, if it were other group, maybe social club or anything, you can use money and party merriment and tie people down. But here in this different movement, my dear, you need to buckle up, unless you want to disgrace yourself. Now, let us go back to Nkere and his story, his lies being exposed by the lady that he called to save him from the pain that is going on because he created the pain for by himself. Let me just bring the video again for you to hear. Listen.
That I spent almost 30 minutes talking to our Prime Minister.
He can only call me internally and his lawyer internally, and that is why I am there existing, that I go there, write down his every word and deliver his messages, because the prison self don't let him call WhatsApps and foreign numbers for that matter, even though his communication is not restricted anymore.
After 2 months ahead, we have the opportunity to go on yesterday.
So it is just not possible he can now speak directly to Biafran people. That is.
Did you hear that? Before we go further, please use this opportunity and click on the like button if you have not. Like this video, very, very important. I want you to click on the like button so that others will get to watch this video. The lady told him, it is not, I love the way the person that merged these two videos together. He said that I spent not less than 30 minutes talking to our prime minister from US to Finland. Then he's the one that brought the woman as the closest person to PM that knows what is going on, according to him. Now, the woman in their live broadcast made it clear that nobody can talk to PM outside Finland. He said this days before bringing the woman. And imagine if you made him prime minister, like if you become your leader, this kind of person may sign contracts to save the French struggle while having fundraising to make you believe that everything is still going on. And they have one of the dangerous persons to cover it properly. So now, listen.
Let me use the opportunity to also let Biafrans know that I spent almost 30 minutes talking to our prime minister.
Let me use the opportunity. Even his face here tells that this guy, he can lie with him. And so now I know that he did not talk to PM. Why did he keep quiet? After making this exposition by themselves, by bringing the woman who told Biafrans different thing from what he has told Biafrans. Did you see any of them in their live broadcast, in their space, talking about this thing? Never. But all you could hear, psychiatrist hospital, Madam Mosbaobam, and yet some of them will be talking about education, that Biafrans are insulting the woman and insulting people because of education. It's not about because of education. If it were education, why is it that they are one of their best who claim that he's educated more than anything, and he nicknamed himself Academic Highness, have joined them to call Madam Mosbaba after all the education? That's to tell you that it has something to do with education, because they are finding a way to call you illiterate and ignorant people. That's why you are insulting them. You are insulting Nkere because you did not go to school. You are insulting Sanapara because you did not go to school. You are talking down on the woman because you did not go to school. It's all about education. Education is very, very important. I'm not saying that education is bad, but for you them to use that as a reason or excuses is a lie, because they themselves who claim to be educated, nobody insult people more than them. Let's go back again so that you hear their acting prime minister. And like I said, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Comment, of course, very, very important. Listen.
Let me use the opportunity to also let Biafras know that I spent almost 30 minutes talking to our Prime Minister. That I spent almost 30 minutes talking to our Prime Minister.
Lies.
That I spent almost 30 minutes talking to our Prime Minister.
Lies.
Why Simon don't speak directly, that they will only listen when he speaks? Let me tell you, dear friends, that is not possible. He cannot make outside calls from that prison and WhatsApp calls.
Why someone cannot speak to Biafran? Because they all know that when he speaks, they all listen. Let me tell you, my people, he cannot make calls to speak to Biafrans. He cannot make call outside Finland. Wait.
Like almost nothing.
That I spent almost 30 minutes talking to our Prime Minister.
Let me tell you, dear friends, that is not possible. He cannot make outside calls from that prison and WhatsApp calls.
Trying to tell you that anybody who because the woman was trying to make what she said to solidify her statement that she is the right person who could hear from PM. That anybody saying that he have listened to PM, that PM said this, said that person, that is not possible, that he cannot make call without knowing that the chief instigator, the propagandist that brought her, that this is one of the slogan that I spoke to PM. I spoke to, you understand? And that is how they are busted. Listen.
Like almost nothing.
That I spent almost 30 minutes talking to our Prime Minister.
He can only call me internally and his lawyer internally, and that is why I am there existing, that I go.
He can only call internal, like internal call, local call, to his lawyers. Not even everybody. Do you understand it? Not even everybody. Because they understand who PM is, that when he speak, people listen.
There, right now.
Then somebody somewhere in Maryland telling you that he spoke with him for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes.
On his every word and deliver his messages, because the prison self don't let him call WhatsApps and foreign numbers for that matter, even though his communication is not restricted anymore.
After 2 months ahead, we have the opportunity to on yesterday.
That after 2 months, he had opportunity to talk to PM yesterday. So if you need any other evidence to see why people are very, very careful when in anything that has to do with Nkere, this is number one. And let's continue because I don't want to play it half. Okay, the video is almost at the end. Listen.
So it is just not possible he can now speak directly to Biafran people. That is.
It is not possible for him to speak to Biafran people now. So my people, thank you so much for your time. I don't need to further it. You can use your own brain to understand everything and to see through what I just played to you. I know many of you have seen this. Of course, many of you know, many of you are aware of what I just said. But for those of us who are not yet to understand, to connect the dots, this is for you. And don't forget to like the video. God bless you and see you again. Bye bye for now.